Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back to another craft with me. And this is Crafting Along with Sonya Stepto. So go over and have a check at her channel. She has her book done now. And I think she's going to start a new series. Don't know what she's going to do with that one, but I'm behind, so I have to get my book finished. This is, I believe it's the bottom off of a curtain. It's awfully long to be anything off of a dress or something, but I just got this at I got it at a secondhand store. And what I did was I loved this bottom part and I thought it would make a really pretty pocket. So I just cut a piece of it off. I also took some of the little fabric squares that we used last time and I just opened them up and pulled the fabric out. And then they have a little bit of glue across them right there. So I just glued a little piece of our coffee dyed paper on there so that would just be a little tuck or flip spot. All I did was just line the three pieces up and glue them together, and then I glued this on the outside. And I think what I'm going to do to make it so you can use it for a tuck is I'm going to glue a little bit. Oh, I got glue on my fingers still. I'm going to glue it a little bit right here and then down here and just a little bit right here. And put it on this page because I really liked the looks of it with this this is, I believe, a bleached construction paper, and it's nice and heavy, kind of feels a little like homemade paper. And I thought that looked really nice with that. And I'm not even sure I'm going to do anything else at all on there because I just like those together. And I don't know that it needs anything else. We'll figure that out later. But then these just kind of flip up. You know, the fun thing about these books is when you make these books or when you have a book like this, the fun part is the little interactive things, just flipping something up or turning something over or something accordioning out. I guess that might be a word. You know, opening up an accordion or opening up a little envelope to see what's inside. That's what makes them fun. And you can hide so many little different things in there, you know, for someone to find or even just to, you know, hide a little bit of money in there so nobody will know where it's at. But I just think that that's the best part about these is the fact that they're so interactive. And people just love to look at them. And even when I go back through some of my older books, I forget even some of it's like, oh yeah, that's a tuck spot or you know, there's something behind there and I forget it's there. You know, you just find so many different things. And so, you know, that's just part of the fun thing about making these and then using them. And people are always amazed when they look at them. You know, they just really love to see all the, you know, you're like, and this goes like this and that goes like that, and they're just like, wow. So I know I made a book for a young lady once, and she had got it and looked through it, and then I put up the video of the book for everyone to see and all the different spots, and there were a lot of spots that she hadn't found that after she watched the video of what was in there, then she found a bunch more spots. So there we go. So now we have those, and there's enough room to just slide something under here and just kind of lock it in a little bit. It's just a little bit of space. It's not a pocket. It's just something to kind of maybe hold it in because the fabric in itself isn't going to hold it down. You need to leave your Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, whichever you use, leave it be until it's dry, and then it will just roll right off of there. So don't try wiping it off when it's wet. You just waste your time. So there we go. So now we have these little flips, which I love them. I think they go really nicely with the color of that page. And we got a little doily there. And then I thought, this is just, I think that this all really complements each other. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of center this. And the points are going to stick out a little bit on the book, and that's a good thing. So you want that added interest along the edges when you close the book up. So I think that I'm going to cut it just inside the circle, just inside each one of these circles should make it about the right size. Like that. And Let's make sure I have, because I need it to fit on the page, and this page is actually shorter than the pages behind it. Okay, I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Go right through the middle of here. There we go. Put that on the edge of the page and then see where it goes to. Oh, I was on the wrong side of the circle. I was like, I wanted all three of those points on there. Okay, so I need to cut this side of the circle. That's why it didn't look right the first time. So there we go. If that goes on the paper there, then this one is going to be right to this little thing right here. And is that going to be on my page? Yes, it is. So there we go. I did leave the shear here at the bottom. I was going to cut it off, but I thought that I would leave it there. I'm still going to glue along here, but I'm going to leave the shear along the edge. And we're just going to glue top and bottom and along the inside zigzag so that we'll have a pocket. Oh, come on. And I thought this would be a nice pocket to put a little book in, because it will be a little bit more, it won't be as tight to the paper underneath of it as another piece of paper. You know, the paper, if you glue on a paper pocket, it's very, very flat and, you know, really makes a kind of a stiff, flat pocket. Oh, see, and because I left that little bit of whatever that is, shear on there, gives me something to grab onto without getting my hands in the glue. Give that just a little bit of a stretch. And pull this one up a little bit to get the bottom on the page. There we go. I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper and stick it in there. Should have done that before I put the glue on it, huh? And there we go. Now that just makes a really pretty pocket all on its own. Could possibly do a little decorating with it. I'm not sure yet. I'm not really good at layering things. You know, I'm to me, my aesthetic is more glue it on there, and that's, you know, maybe a little something here or there, but I'm not really good with kind of like the collage aspect of it, of getting it to layer up and look good. But I like the looks of that, and I pulled out some papers here that I thought would make a really cute little book. And I don't want to fold them in half, though. I think they'll fit in here. Yep, they'll fit in there. So they'll go down that far. They're going to stick out the book a little bit. We'll wait for this to dry completely, and then we'll see if I need to maybe cut just a little bit off, because I think they're only going to fit right to here. And I really don't think I want them sticking out the book, although we'll see what it looks like with them sticking out to the top of the point. So I pulled these out, and these just came out of, I got a little box that had all of these in them. They're just regular paper. They'll make a nice little book. If you wanted to use them for a tag, you could just maybe glue them onto another piece of like tea dyed or coffee dyed paper, and you know, to make them a little thicker so that they would work as a tag. But so those are going to go in there, I think. And then I found this little bunny picture. I thought that he was so cute, and I wanted to put him in there. And actually, what's on there? Oh, the glitter off of the, when I cut that right there, there's glitter on there. So I'm going to take our little bunny and cut him down so that he'll fit in our book. Just behind him and just in front of him. See if that's small enough. And seeing him sitting there in the colors in this page, he would look really cute tucked right in there. Of course, this isn't going to be on the front of the book because I want to make just a little, like a little cover. I like that. I think that's really cute. So then all we need to do with him is just put some paper on the back. Let's get that out of the way. I wonder if that'll fit on there. Not quite. Let's find what I did with the stick glue. Here it is. And it's just out of a book. I don't remember even what kind of a book. But you look through your old books and find things that you like. I find that if I cut them out of the book, get the words off of there and everything, like he was just a nice big square, I have a lot easier time using them. You know, seeing what they're going to be and what I'm making. If I leave, I have a hard time sometimes just looking through a book and going, oh, that picture is going to be the picture I want. Because with all the words and writing in the book, it just kind of, it's distracting to me. And I don't really think this one's going to be a journaling card instead of a tag, because I really don't want to cut those top corners off. Now we have a nice writing space, or a space to put a picture. And what's the difference between a tag and a journaling spot? One is just a square piece of paper, sometimes with rounded edges, sometimes not. And the other one has the top corners cut off and usually has a hole and some string in it, or fibers. And they both do the same thing. So long as you put a nice plain piece of paper on the back, they work as a journaling spot, which is what these little books are all about. And again, journaling doesn't necessarily have to mean writing. It could be writing, it could be adding pictures, it could be drawing pictures. Whatever you want to do with that. Okay, so we're almost out of time here. I forgot to set my timer, but thank goodness I just looked. So we are going to finish this up really quick and see what our little spread looks like. So there we go. Cute little journaling card. You could also put some lines on the back of this to write on if you want to. So here's our book, and this is what it looks like. And so we have this little card that will go in here, which I'm going to take him out in just a second because I don't want him to glue down to that glue. And then we have this one that we're going to put a little writing book in like that. And there we go. And see, because this is kind of looser, you know, than a flat piece of paper, so that we can fit it in there. So there we go. That is what we have for today. I really do appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. I hope that you just play around and have fun with what you have. Just because you can't get out and buy things, shop your craft storage. Whether you have a craft room, whether you just have a craft box, dig to the bottom of the box. Find the things that you forgot you even had at the bottom. So thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.